Guys, this is Ashley back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on post notifications. Nicki Minaj clocks Megan and Botchin' Bitter, okay? And she is making history yet again. Now, Nicki Minaj holds the top 15 highest grossing concerts by a female rapper in history due to the Pink Friday 2 tour. Nicki Minaj was also the only female for the top touring acts amongst rappers. Champagne Thickums was number one with its All a Blur tour, grossing 200 mil. Kung Fu Kenny, the king of rap, at number two for the Big Steppers tour with 110 mil. 50 Cent, the Final Lap tour at 105 mil. Aubrey and the Three Migos tour gross 103 mil. Travis for the Circus Maximus grossed 82 mil. Summer 16, 80 mil. Clown Ye and Camel Face Watch the Throne, 75 mil. And Nicki Minaj for Pink Friday 2 at 67 mil. And she hasn't even finished the Pink Friday 2 tour because she got to do the overseas dates. Now, Nicki Minaj becomes the first female rapper to surpass 100 million in total tour gross from all her tours. The Pink Friday 2 tour, so far 67 mil, like we discussed. The Pink Print tour, 27.5 mil. The Nicki Minaj World Tour, 22 mil. And Pink Friday Tour, 10 mil, okay? So that all equals 100 million. Nicki Minaj continues to gag the girls. And obviously, she's going to be making more than what Megan and probably Missy Elliott will be making on tour. But the fact of the matter is, Nicki Minaj is on her fourth tour, and Botchin' Bitter hasn't gone on one. I honestly think that Nicki Minaj could put together her own festival or do a stadium tour. I think she should look into doing stadiums next time because I think she can do bigger than arenas, okay, and sell out. Now, speaking of tours, Doja Cat also breaks the record as the most successful female rapper with the highest grossing debut arena world tour. Okay, so this is her debut arena world tour. For Scarlett, she made approximately 23 million from her Scarlett World Tour that she did. I believe it was last year. And I think she is going overseas in the summer. I got to double check that, but I think she is still going overseas in the summer, just like Nicki Minaj. So congratulations to Doja Cat. One thing I will say about Doja Cat is that Doja Cat, is a phenomenal performer. That's one thing we got to give her credit for. She is a phenomenal performer. I mean, if you watch her Coachella performance, you can see why people would pay to see her. Okay? The budget is there. The outfits are crazy. She's thinking outside the box. I do feel like she needs to make better music. I will say that. She definitely needs to make better music. But her performances are top tier. Okay? So let me know how y'all feel about that. Now, while Botchin' Bitter was ranting, okay, about, Section 8 gang not being supportive of her accomplishments, she also went on Spaces to say that she may not be going to any more of the Mets because her outfits, no shade, haven't been that great in recent years.
With the Met Gala look,
Ash Miracle.
Some people are gonna like it, some people don't. But because y'all so think what everybody says, that it's like y'all want to shut it down. Y'all want to make, and it's crazy because me and Colin been talking about this look for the past 3 months. Like y'all don't even understand the stress. Like I say this shit every year. Every year I be like, yo, this year I cannot do the Met Gala because it's one of those things that it's like a midterm to us. It's like a midterm, and if you fail the midterm, you fail the whole semester. So that's how we be feeling about the Met Gala and everything. So it's just like it almost got to the point that it's like when you see your own fans just shitting on you on something that you work so hard,
Ash
and then it's
Miracle.
like you sit back and you be like, I can't. If it wasn't for the general public, I feel like I rather I'm gonna just be a mom and a housewife because I get taken care of. Because at the end of the day, it's just like every single time I go out, it's not enough.
Now, I think that she was possibly upset that Nicki Minaj outshined her at the Met. That's why she is ranting about it. Because everybody liked Nicki Minaj's outfit more than they liked hers. Now, Botch and Delusional tells Rolling Stone in a new interview that she paved the way for new female rappers to be signed. She said, people from every single label have effing told me that is to my face. They started signing new female rappers after I got signed. Let me know how y'all feel about that. And I do agree with Botch and Delusional. She paved the way for mediocrity to come into female rap. That's why female rap is falling to pieces now. She paved the way for strippers and influencers to get signed to record labels and is no longer about talent. So a lot of labels were saying, well, if Botch and Bitter can make it with a little bit payola, we can do that with other mediocre talent and, push them as well. That's the hot team. So I do agree with Botch and Bitter that she has paved the way for mediocrity and non-talented female rappers to get signed. Okay? Now we got Sexy Red, we got Ice Spice, we got Sweetie, who are all untalented. Okay, they might have a few bops, but do they got bars? Nope, they do not. Now, moving on to Meg R. Kelly. Fans are talking about Megan Thee Stallion's first performance of her Thotty Summer World Tour and how the crowd was allegedly dead. And then also her low-budget stage production at Meg R. Kelly's World Tour. Is that a tent? Do she got a tent on stage? What is that she twirled around in? That looks a mess. Not for an arena tour. Oh my goodness. But they were saying that Megan Thee Stallion's budget doesn't have the production for a Pink Friday 2 World Tour. That's what they were saying. Because, she got to pay for these lawyers. She always in a lawsuit. She is always in court. No shade. She got a lawsuit with her former cameraman. She was just in court with Tory Lanez. And then 1501. Then she also has to put out these half-naked music videos. Okay? So, that cost, the Bozo's music video was $2 million. And that was just a feature. So, I can only imagine what she's really spending for her music videos. And then I also saw some weird advertising on, X of her promoting her singles. You got to pay X to promote your song. So, allegedly that is cutting into the budget too. Moving on to the op Pissy Carisha. I'm so tired of this hoe. So, Hollywood Unlocked, which is owned by Messy Lee, put out a poll about who won the beef between JT and Suki with the loose coochie. And of course, messy, pissy face, yuck mouth, toilet seat Carisha puts a meme underneath the post. Okay? And here's my thing with pissy face Carisha. She proves time and time again that she don't mess with JT. I'm waiting for JT to finally realize that Carisha don't really mess with you like that. Because why would she post a gif or a picture underneath a post talking about you and Sukiana's beef? You don't see JT commenting on the fact that you was on that pink coat, okay, on a boat with Diddy getting peed on. You don't see JT making comments about that, okay? But yet, when she gets into beef, you either act like you don't know what's going on, you never stick up for her, or you somehow, some way find to link up with the ops. You do the same thing with Botch and Bitter. You always liking Botch and Bitter's posts, yet you barely support JT, okay? So I'm waiting for JT to wake up and smell the roses. Carisha don't F with you like that, sis, okay? You need to get rid of the snakes in the camp. Now, moving on to Purdue Chicken's payola. Queen Bee and Purdue Chicken's Most Wanted has now sold over 500,000 units in the U.S. I love Queen Bee, could care less about Purdue Chicken, but I definitely don't believe this. It's not even doing well on the charts. I don't even know if it's still on the charts. I know that it slid down the charts after a few weeks, of Queen Bee's album coming out. So I'm like, how is it gold when nobody's really listening to the song? I don't think people are really listening to Cowboy Carter like that. I'll be honest with you. I think the only song Queen Bee got on the charts is Texas Boredom. If she wanted to remain steady on the charts without payola, she should have teamed up with the chart-obsessed racists. Purdue Chicken can't make you last on the charts. It don't matter who her auntie and father is. People really don't support Purdue Chicken. She gets payola. Queen Bee should have known this, okay? So I don't really believe that song is gold, okay? No shade. But I think that, some payola was involved, just like there was payola involved for the Flowers record that Purdue put out. And then when she released her album, she barely did 100,000. I think maybe she did like 125,000 or something like that, but Purdue Chicken should be doing 200 or 300,000 first week. No shade. Now, moving on to Nicki Minaj and Champagne Thickums. Fans are debating on social media if Bigfoot or the Heart Failure 6 is the worst diss track released in 2024. Wow. It seems to me the general public did not like Bigfoot like that because, unfortunately, even though everybody else does it, Nicki Minaj is not allowed to speak about anybody's family members or mothers while people can speak on her family members, okay? People felt like Nicki went too far when she mentioned, Megan Thee Stallion's dead mom. But, Soulja Boy didn't take it too far. People were laughing when he mentioned Metro Boomin's mom. Champagne Thickums didn't take it too far when he mentioned Whitney, okay? Kung Fu Kenny's baby mama, okay? Or the fact that Kung Fu Kenny mentioned Champagne Thickums' whole family. Adonis, Sandra, Dennis, the father, mentioned everybody. And Meet the Grams. But Nicki Minaj, because she's not a man, she allegedly is not allowed to do that, okay? So I think that was one of the reasons why people did not like Bigfoot. And then on top of that, everything she said in Bigfoot, she was tweeting it a few days before, okay? But in my opinion, neither one of these songs are the worst diss records to come out in 2024. The worst was when Diddy's son, King Combs, decided to put out that trash freestyle called Pick a Side. That was the worst diss track this year, okay? Pick a Side by Diddy's son, that was trash, okay? Then to me, the Heart Failure 6 is after that. Because I felt like Champagne Thickums was waving the white flag. And basically he didn't want to smoke with Kung Fu Kenny after taunting him for a few weeks. Nicki Minaj did not do that. She put up a good fight. Now, moving on from that, it looks like JT and Sweetie might do a collaboration. JT commented on Sweetie's freestyle with a bunch of fire emojis and hearts. JT kind of did a remix to one of Sexy Red songs. So let's take a listen.
Hoes wanna know my whereabouts, but you ain't got to search. Got this shit twisted like doorknobs, but bitch, my time. Bitch, you dirtier than dirt. Ain't you 30, go to work. Yeah, I'm acting brand new, just like December 31st. All this ass in these pants, they got boobs in the shirt. All this last but I'ma do the nigga worse. I in the game, they gon' holla out my name. If you see me in your city turning up, know I keep that potion in my double cup. Rich and pretty, I keep hundreds in my clutch. Icy girl, I got diamonds in my bust. If you see me in your city turning up.
Yeah, so I can pass on that. I mean, the freestyle wasn't bad, but yeah, I don't know. Sweetie don't really do it for me musically like that. I did like the song Rich Tivities. That was a bop, but it just didn't get the right push. But this song is okay. And to be honest with you, I don't know. I feel like Sweetie might need better writers. I don't feel anything that she says. And I'm definitely going to pass on a Sweetie and JT song. I do not want to see JT do no records with anybody from the Untalented crew. No thanks. Now, moving on from that, Kung Fu Kenny will still be in the top 10 next week with Not Like Us and Like That. Okay? So, Not Like Us is supposed to remain in the top 10 at number 2 on the Hot 100, and Like That will be at number 8 on the Hot 100, and unfortunately, Family Disaster will be out of the top 10 next week. Okay? Now, fans are also speculating that Kung Fu Kenny could possibly win a Scammy for Not Like Us. And I believe in Family Disaster, that kind of rubs Champagne Thickums the wrong way, that Kung Fu Kenny got 17 scammies and he only got 5, because he said, I think in Family Disaster, Kung Fu Kenny just opened up his mouth, someone give him a Grammy. Okay? And I also feel like that's one of the reasons why Champagne Thickums doesn't submit his music to the scammies anymore, because he'll lose to Kung Fu Kenny. I'll be noticing that. Honestly, if we're talking about rap song of the year, it should go to Not Like Us or Like That. Let's just be honest. Rap song of the year, it should be between Not Like Us or Like That. Those songs broke the internet. They're doing well in the charts. There's lyricism in both records. And Kung Fu Kenny, the king of rap, annihilated Champagne Thickums. So I feel like it's well deserved. Let me know how y'all feel about it. I got some very hot tea on Patreon. Link will be in description, and have a great day.